moving on to a different topic, as a musician and as technology has evolved, one of the biggest controversies right now is AI, artificial intelligence. What do you think of all that? There are some people that use it to kind of help them. For example, you tell AI, hey, I want this drum beat and drum fill here, and it gets in there when you're trying to compose a song. There's some bands that have been accused of just their entire song, the songs they've supposedly written are AI. And what are your thoughts on that and where this is actually heading?
Uh, I don't really know about this 100% to be really uh, ready for an answer, because I never heard of a metal band using AI. I
Mm-hmm.
never heard anything about that. But I know that AI is invading the world of the graphics side,
Mm-hmm.
and all the covers I see lately, they are just fucking disgusting. They're
Oh,
horrendous.
you talk about the album covers, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's impossible. It's really impossible. I mean, if you are an artist and you want to create something, you may use AI, and then you adjust it, you brush it, you paint it on yourself, so you have a base that you can modify, and God, you can look incredible, but it's not genuine in this. I mean, this is. I think it's okay for certain purposes, but for music, I don't know. Maybe for it can be useful for some plugins. Maybe I saw there are some mastering plugins that use some AI technology, and this can help. But again, giving the chance to anybody in the world to have the best mastering in the world, I don't know how cool is that, you know?
right.
And at the end, you must write your own music. If you don't write your own music,
Correct.
I think it should be written. There should be some law coming up where it tells you, well, this album was made entirely with AI,
Yeah.
so you have to know what you buy.
Yeah, I can. I'll give you an example where I used it one time before. I've used it twice. I needed a new logo. I just created a new watermark for my photography. AI gave me like a little template, and then I started adjusting things. Okay, I really don't want this color here, and I kind of like adjusted it, and it doesn't really look. I mean, it looks somewhat like what originally came out, but not really. And then I will tell you, as a songwriter, there was one sentence in a paragraph of words that I wanted to write, and I couldn't figure out like what would be a better way to word this. So I gave that sentence to an AI, to AI, and it restructured the same thing. I'm like, that works perfectly. It actually put a word in there I didn't think of, and
Well,
then I used it.
this is cool. I think this is cool because at the end, it's a skill to be able to use the grammar. So you have to read a
Mm-hmm.
book, open a book, and search. And the AI can do this within a matter of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
This is still okay. I mean, when you want to portray a message and you want to write it in a good way, I mean, this is okay. Still, the message is yours.
Yeah.
It's what you meant. So it could be okay. And graphically, yes, I agree with what you said. It's just that I don't want to see covers that look all the same. It's better
Yeah.
not. It's just better black, and that's it. The name of the band, and that's it. I would appreciate this much more.
There was I'm trying to remember, there was like three different bands that ended up having almost the same album cover, and they were different artists that
Okay.
basically did the covers, but they
I
used
don't know
AI for the
about that.
covers.
I don't see that.
Yeah, well, I saw it, and the three covers were very similar,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like, really? I mean, they looked almost not completely identical, but you can always tell AI because there's certain imperfections in it that you're kind of like, yeah, there's no way a computer had to come up with this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the craziness. So I'm just curious what your thoughts were on that whole thing, because I know like people are saying Motley Crue did this on their new song, that it was composed with AI. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but there's bands that, people are talking about writing music with it. How far does it go? And so It's always nice to pick your brain because you're a composer. You've been doing it a very good job of it for over 25 years,
Yeah.
and it's always interesting how the technology evolves.
Yeah, I think this AI on music is. I think it would be used more in pop, rock, and maybe not even rock. I don't know. Maybe more in the pop scene or something that is
Right.
really because at the end, I don't see it in heavy metal or in rock.
Yeah.
Was just I was just I saw just went to see a show here in London. That was some weeks ago. I saw Slash and Mike Kennedy,
Yeah.
and I was just thinking. I mean, there was so much people in the arena, and I thought, you look at these people. Every one of them, they went out of their home, took the car or the tube, came here to the show to see physically something so genuine, like five band members playing their music
Yeah.
and playing it very well. I mean, how can you replicate this with AI? If you do an album,
Hmm.
it must be genuine because then you want to go on stage and play the same music and elevate it even. You cannot you just have to do it with your own hands. You cannot just use
Yeah.
technology.
You have to make avatars of yourself like Kiss did.
Yeah, well, this is another topic. But I mean, it's interesting to see how much people that go out from their house to see
Yeah.
to an arena and see an artist, a band playing. I this gives me hope.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I think like ABBA made a whole bunch of money doing avatars of themselves, and
Well,
I really
they
didn't
cannot
get it.
stand anymore. If maybe that's the new modern way of doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.